Oh, and I'm ready. It is a new week. That means new DC books, another weekly giveaway, some exciting stuff to talk about. There's big things getting closer every single week, including the Superman movie. So we're slowly getting more and more stuff. They just had an entertainment weekly exclusive photo dump. There's some exciting stuff to look at. I think we might do that today. And we'll definitely be talking about probably the biggest comic of the week, which I think is definitely going to be this brand new story arc starting for Absolute Batman. Bane is here. And he's definitely an abomination. This is insane. We're going to get into it. Don't go anywhere. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's go. Huge shout out to BTC, Justin Comics Cleaning and Pressing, and as always, ABX Comics and Games. When I pick up all these books we'll be talking about today from, as well as today's giveaway stuff. I guess I need to get the giveaway picture in here so I can show everybody what you can win today on the stream. Some good stuff. It's an exciting week. It's a very exciting weekend. Even with the kids out of school, I'm not all caught up and prepared for this as I should be. But I'll get that loaded in here as we go along. But in the meantime, I'm going to cover my face and run my mouth and talk about stuff while I do that. Don't forget, Heroes Con. It's right around the corner. This thing right here is right around the corner. We are less than 2 weeks away. And I think we're close. We're getting close, super close, less than 2 weeks. And I'll be set up there with my good homies, my brothers from other mothers and stuff like that. DJ Links and Rob's Fat Sacks of Comics, myself will be set up at booth number 1766. We're bringing Comics Curing Cancer to Heroes Con for the second year in a row. But if you can't make it, or if you don't want to wait or risk it, we've announced two exclusives that we'll have there. Obviously, the 2025 art book, beautiful cover art by amazing artist David Sanchez, featuring the Hulk on the cover. We have tons of amazing, talented individuals that contributed to this year's art book. So you can actually go ahead and pick up a copy of that. There's super limited numbers left because we do have to take some with us to the actual convention. Who knew? But that is available for pre-order, as well as this is our second exclusive with Big Time Collectibles. The Crow Dead Time #1 cover art by Ace Continuato. This will also be super limited, but you can also pre-order one. These are available at comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com. There's only 300 copies of each of these books, and we're running some pre-sales. So there'll be a lot less than that at Heroes Con. Now, the Crow, we have a split inventory with BTC, so we got 150 copies, so even less of those starting off. So be sure to check out comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com to go ahead and get yours today. Don't wait. Don't miss out. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. There's like, oh man, I wish I would have got that, but I waited till Sunday to go by the C3 booth and they were sold out. You don't want to let that happen. Don't get caught slipping. And if you are going to Heroes Con and you're like, yeah, I'll get one, won't be no problem. Keep in mind, these are only two things that we've revealed. We have other stuff that we've been working on quietly, very, very hard, a lot of work, a lot of effort goes into it, and they won't be announced on social media. They'll be seen on social media after the fact, and there's not a snowball chance in hell they will make it through the con. So the people at the con, make sure you get by that booth quick. Make sure you get there early. Make sure you're one of the first people there. You don't want to miss out on some other stuff that we have going on. Fair warning, fair warning. So be sure to check out that. And you can always go to Comics Curing Cancer on Facebook or Instagram to keep up with stuff along the way. We'll definitely be filming and posting some videos during Heroes Con like it did last year, a few live streams and stuff. It's a blast. I can't wait to see everybody there. If you're going to be there, even if you don't have the funds to come by and buy something, that is perfectly fine. Come by that booth, say hello. We definitely want to meet you guys. Definitely want to see everybody. Take a picture with us, post a picture. I mean, just something as simple as taking a picture with us and posting it helps spread awareness to this cause, helps get new eyes on it. More people will follow the page and they become future customers, donors, friends. Like every little bit helps. That's how we hit these goals. That's how we are able to do so much for the American Cancer Society, because it's truly a team effort. This year, the hashtag is Smash Cancer. few of y'all know the previous hashtags. They're not as public-facing hashtags, but stash cancer is the theme for this year. So make sure y'all go and check those out. And as a reminder, the Epic Summer Giveaway is still rocking and rolling. You can still enter this thing. Just look for this thumbnail right here. Go back a few videos on my channel. Watch that. There's numerous different prize packs, numerous ways to enter. You can increase your odds of winning stuff, win multiple things. Be sure to watch that video, though. We're celebrating this awesome, awesome summer in the fandom together. And the best way I know how to do that is give stuff away. It's just fun. Putting cool stuff into cool people's cool hands. That's what we do around here. Jurassic Park, Superman, Fantastic Four, all in the same month. That's crazy. Superman tickets are officially on sale today. On sale today for the Amazon Prime members advanced screening. If you don't want to wait till Thursday, well, you can go 48 hours sooner on Tuesday. So be sure to check that out if you're an Amazon Prime member. So there's a lot of good stuff happening right now. A lot of cool stuff. Well, let's go ahead and cut it to the chat. Say hey to some folks in here. We got Scotty in here at 4:04 a.m. You were up way too early, my friend. But you made it first. Good to see you in here. Lisa, hello to you. Hello, hello. Let's see. Pop, what's going on, big guy? How are you today? I know how you are. I just got off the phone with you. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. Yes, dude, it's been raining off and on for days now, like days. I was like sneaking out between the thunderstorms to get yard stuff done at work and here. Space Case Collectibles, what is going on? Good to see you in here. Alan Rue, the Comic Viking, is here. This isn't where I park my car. Hey, make sure y'all follow the Comic Viking on Instagram. Now, it's not 100% certain yet, but Alan posts stuff up for sale from time to time, and he always puts doorbuster prices on it. You never know what he's going to have to sell. So be sure to follow the Comic Viking on Instagram because he's potentially going to go that route to offload a bunch of stuff via his Instagram page. You won't want to miss out on that. Dale Suspense, what is going on? Dale, I don't know if you did it later in the chat because I'm behind. But drop the link to the Big Cartel store for me, my friend. That would be great. Lisa Babs, let's get this party started. Absolutely. What is going on, Bryant? Good to see you in here. Simple J, what's up? What's up? Ruby G is in the building. Cowabunga to you, good sir. Faith and Misery. How are you doing today? Aggressively relaxing. What's up, my friend? New Wonder Woman movie. I haven't heard about a new Wonder Woman movie yet. I know that they've been talking a little bit of casting, but that's been casting rumors and stuff since James announced everything. So we'll see how far it goes. Driving currently, just saying I can't wait to see all you legends next week. Legion. A big shout out. I love you, Dursy boy. It's my homie right there. I'm very excited to see him. We have to figure out this year's photo, Durs, because we did the first year photo, then the second year photo. Someone's going sideways this year, buddy. Someone's going sideways. That's what we're doing for this year's for sure. 100%. It's settled. I'll cradle you in my arms. It'll be good. $2 super chat from Steven with a C. Happy New DC Day, Legionnaires. Let's go. And he's got the party officially started. That's the first of 5 super chats for the bonus prize today. Don't have the wheel. I haven't restocked trades and other stuff. We have just Ollie's mystery packs, the 5 comics from various publishers over various ages. You never know what you're going to get, but that's 5 bonus books, and that'll be added to today's giveaway if we hit that super chat goal. But yep. What is going on, Sagnit? Good to see you in here, homie. What is going on? Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. But again, if you can't make it, comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com, and you can pick up the stuff, some of the stuff that we'll have available for there. You won't want to miss out. I'm waiting for the Comic Pro. I'm not interested in cons. Okay. And there it is. There's the link. Dale dropped that link. Did it show up on my end? Let's see. I'm not seeing a hyperlink. Did it? Yep, there we go. Boom. Pin this message. There you go. Pin to the chat so we can mention it along the way. You can hit the link that I just pinned to the top of the chat and you can get there. So if you don't want to do it now, you can do it later by the end of the stream. 44-month member milestone chat. Austin LeMay, the cover artist for last year's Comics Curing Cancer art book. Amazing artist and a huge contributor. He's part of the C3 team now. Like that's official this year. That was a big addition and change to the year, is Austin coming on board and helping us with some of the digital wizardry that's involved in trying to upscale our operation and make it more professional, and where you can go to websites and do things and stuff and all that. He gave us a presence. He's our digital presence. Austin is a living, breathing C3 AI program. That's what he is. He's fantastic at it. What's going on, brother? John is in the building. What's good, brothers? Sisters watching with no sound from work, so just give me a wave. You got it, my man. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. What is up, JSS Brooklyn? How's it going? I think you're going to Heroes, aren't you? Be cool to meet you in person as well. What's the most popular food at those things? Con dogs. Yep, there you go. They're stale. Epic giveaway entry video, and there's that. There you go. There you go. Nick, yeah, make sure y'all enter that. Free to enter. Numerous ways to enter. Anybody can get in. Anybody can enter. If you are a Legionnaire, though, in the Legion tier, you're on that bonus wheel, obviously exclusively for use guys. Use guys. Rain, never heard of it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'll be honest with you, everybody, though. Ever since Hurricane Helene, I'm not even joking. I'm that guy that when it would rain or storm, I would open my windows. I'd sit on the front porch. I enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. Almost 38 years of life and never having a storm scare me. Not once. Even the bad ones. They're just storms, you know. But after Hurricane Helene, like, let the wind blow. If the wind blows, I'm out the back door looking at my oak trees like, oh, hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Like, that stuff like left a lasting impression on me. I hope to shake it off. But me and Finn were out in the driveway just 2 days ago. It wasn't crazy wind, but with the storms, we're out there with the phone videotaping the thunderclouds over us because there's like crazy lightning just like up in the clouds, and we were videotaping it just so we could slow it down and watch the bolt. Like, storms are fun, but not as fun as they used to be. Not as fun as they used to be. Boom, BTC is in the building. What is going on, Nelson? See you guys at Heroes. Are you officially announcing that Nelson will be at HeroesCon? Is that what I'm seeing here? Big shout out, big thank you to Nelson. We showed it off earlier. The link is pinned in the chat. Get your books. Get your Crow book. Get your art book. Nelson here in Big Time Collectibles, absolute huge supporters of C3 and good friends. Like, y'all, you know my channel. I knew Nelson like from communicating with Nelson online. God, I think it goes back to like 2019 now. I discovered his shop because of the very first John Jang book that I discovered. And by the third exclusive that Jang did with Big Time Collectibles, I was communicating with Nelson. And when the channel was right before it was a year old, I was talking to him about if he wanted to partner up and support the channel in any way. And he's just gone above and beyond. He's been an amazing supporter of the channel, a friend. He sends books this way so I can pass them out to all the supporters and viewers. He's just a great guy. And he loves comic books. He loves this hobby, and he loves supporting and fighting cancer along with the rest of us. So be sure to check out Big Time Collectibles. It's linked in all my videos. You hear me say it, talk about them all the time. But definitely would love the opportunity to finally get to meet you in person. You deserve a hug. We send you t-shirts, but you deserve a hug. Need to break the internet and show them the real height. Yeah, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? They wouldn't know what to do with it. Nick's Kicks and Comics is in the building. Yay, I made it. We're a Legion. Don't change it on me this time. You messed me up last week. No, we're changing it. New hashtag every week. What's up, Mark? Hope you're good. I am good, Wayne. I hope you're doing good. Since the last time we were here, since last week, it has been an insane week. I had my Jeep that we've had for like 20 years. The ignition went out in it. I'd made the call to pull the plug to not put any more money into it. So battled with work stuff all week and trying to squeeze going into the car lot and buying a new car. We pulled that off on Friday, but it was so new on the lot that it wasn't ready, going through the inspections and getting cleaned up and new brakes and all the stuff, all the bells and whistles. So since I paid all this money for it, when they give me my new car, it's as new as can be. So waiting to pick that up still. But it's been a good week. I'm ready to pick this car up so we can quit playing musical chairs with vehicles, working out work stuff and kids stuff. But luckily I have an amazing mom and dad and wife, and we all live close by. So we see each other pretty much every day to begin with. So it's working out. Yeah, this is what I need some clarity on too, Nick. Wait, BTC at HeroesCon? BTC at HeroesCon? What's up? She loves how weird I am. Yeah, we need some clarification from Nelson. Let us know. Is BTC going to be at HeroesCon? All right, I got to cut that off. Warner Brothers hates me playing that clip. A big shout out to Jeremy. $9.99 super chat. Love you, boo. Love you too, my friend. Yeah, I've known Jeremy for years. Good dude. Looking forward to seeing. I mean, he lives locally, semi-locally, but I'm still looking forward to seeing him in Charlotte. I'm looking forward to seeing him in Charlotte more than I look forward to seeing him at the comic shop. That would be dope. But that puts us at 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Big shout out to Jeremy. Nick represents my friend. Hope you and the family are well. Yeah. What is going on, Matt? Good to see you. Happy DC Day to you. What's up? Oh, boom. David coming in strong with a $2 super chat. New DC Day. Let's go. Super appropriate clip as Aquaman is on the discussion for today. Joffrey, what is going on, my friend? Why did I just get charged $42 for a $10 super chat? I have no clue, but I think I only get 10 of that. And then YouTube takes its cut. What did you just buy? What did you buy? It shows up as 10 on this end. Yeah, make sure y'all go back to the super chat and hit the thumbs up. I don't know what you got going on. You need to reach out again. Drop another $10 one. See if it does the same thing again. Maybe it was just a glitch. It's the only way to find out. That's the only way to find out. Oh, I'll be there in spirit. Yeah, he'll be there in spirit. And there'll be 2 books there with the BTC logo on them. Miko will have an Absolute Batman BTC exclusive there. Booth number, you can check it out. I forget what booth number is off the top of my head for that one, but the second one will be right there at the Comics Curing Cancer booth. But check out Big Time Collectibles on social media. They got all the posts up so you won't miss out. Yeah, I got to get to see Nelson. I agree. That's unacceptable. T-minus 10 days, so HeroesCon. There it is. I will also be on Only Slabs on August 16th. I will be giving away some good things and hope to raise money for C3. Hope to see everybody there. I'm never going shows, but this is an important cause. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, and don't forget that right after HeroesCon is when we'll start our donation drive. I know I feel weird even talking about donations, but that's how C3 operates. It's completely operated by supporters. You know, like if you got any books, we don't. I'll be honest with you. We don't want dollar books. We don't want your trash. If you got something that you don't want, don't know what to do with it, it ain't for us. If you got any key comics, graded comics, mini series, like stuff like that, like stuff that's desirable on some level, we're happy to take that stuff in. But we can't just offload like 90s indie dollar boxes for people or stuff like that. That's not what the cause is for. The event is for. It has to be stuff that we're able to move. We don't have a warehouse. We don't keep an inventory. We get stuff in. We organize it. We figure out what shows it goes on and what's the best way to package it to make it into something desirable for somebody at different price points. We're not looking for only expensive stuff by any means. And then we'll get it all together and have our event in October, which I'm excited for already. But if you got stuff that you're looking to donate to the cause, just hang tight. Follow Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram, and we'll be putting out the bat symbol soon. I swear BTC will have an official booth at HeroesCon in 2026. Someone screenshot this. As a matter of fact, I will. Boom, screenshot. And that's getting posted today. That's happening. Yeah. Holding you to it, Nelson. You better be there. I discovered BTC when I found my first exclusive Jane book before I discovered this community. Yeah, same thing. It was Draken New Dawn issue number 1 for me. And right after that was Rorschach. And then after Rorschach, me and Nelson started talking in DMs. And that's when Tom King's Batman Catwoman was getting ready to come out, and he gave me the heads up that something that I'm going to be looking forward to is coming, and that cover dropped, and I love it. It's one of my favorite. I like hugs and T-shirts, so we got both waiting at HeroesCon. Well, you have your T-shirt. Yeah, Nelson gets exclusive C3 T-shirts. He doesn't even have to ask; they just show up to his shop. Make sure y'all check out Comics Curing Cancer website, because there's T-shirts on there. And remember, Saturday, if you have Comics Curing Cancer merch, if you have T-shirts, if you have one of the mugs, Saturday, make sure you're rocking it on that con floor on Saturday. We are trying to pepper the floor with Comics Curing Cancer advertising. That's what we're trying to do. What is going on, TJ? What is up, my dude? BTC, I'll start saving money now. I'm going to hold you to that. BTC for the comic community. That's right. Yeah, dude, everyone's ready to see y'all there. The best and the best. Well, which Warner Brothers hate you playing clips, Mark? Warner Brothers is one company. Warner Brothers Discovery is a merger of two companies, and now Warner Brothers Discovery is two separate companies again. So Warner Brothers hates it. I need to get some Deadliest Catch clips now. That way I can still piss them all off. And what's funny is, dude, I'm a Warner Brothers fan. Like that's me. And it's funny when you just do stuff because you're a fan of something, and there's people that you're ultimately like doing, like, I don't know, like marketing for, cheerleading for, fanboying for. They're like, hey, you can't do that. Like, hey, I'm just trying to help you guys out, hype up your stuff. But I get it. What up, all? Still getting back on my feet from being sick again. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. Glad you're feeling better. I want dollar books. Well, you know where to find them. Yeah, as long as it's full stories, part of a series, I collect my yeah, like mini series, stuff like that, iconic runs, events, that kind of stuff is cool. It's got to be desirable. Working and lurking. There you go. All right, what are we going to pull up first? Let me pull up this on another tab. I saw this post on DC Film News. DC Film News was it. Is this the one? Is this the one that have multiple photos on this one? Come on. Where's the one with multiple photos? Oof, that looks good. Instagram, where you at? Instagram, DC Film News. They had I think it was Entertainment Weekly, maybe? Maybe it was Entertainment Weekly. Could it be? Could it be Entertainment Weekly? All right, yeah, there's the photos. All right, back over here. All right, first off, this is what we're giving away today. I got that queued up and ready. Did that picture load in here? That picture did load in here. Hey, check it out. It's that cover that everybody wants. That wicked, gorgeous, beautiful Supergirl cover is from the Summer of Superman one-shot. It was a one-issue special called The Summer of Superman. It was a pretty decent read. I enjoyed it a lot. It's gearing up for all the stuff that's happening with the Supergirl standalone, with this all-new era in Action Comics where it's just a Superboy story. Hey, babe.
Okay. I'm going to put these in the cup holder when we get our car.
What are they?
They're just...
Cup holders? What are coasters for the car?
Yeah.
How many cup holders are there?
There's 2 in the front.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm a big fan of 2 cup holders.
No,
but anyways, it's the Alexander Lozano. I suck with names. Alexander Lozano. I blame it on my geography. I suck at names. Alexander Lozano Supergirl. But this right here is the second print Virgin variant. The Virgin variant. More art, less words. Virgin variant. Then the brand new, going to be the hot book of the week, I'm telling you now, Absolute Batman #9. This is the Brian Bolland variant featuring the first appearance of Absolute Bane. And yes, when I read this book, I read it in the Tom Hardy Bane voice. Sometimes in the Harley Quinn animated show voice. It just depends on what's happening in the story. Either Bane voices work really good for head dialogue. Then, of course, the freebies. We got the free comic book day stuff, Superman Unlimited, the all-in Absolute Universe special, and the little kitty book. And then we got brand new Justice League ID cards. This week's is Supergirl, properly timed with the next issue of her book. There's a really nice art germ edition out too. Then we got the Hal Jordan out of the recent ones. And then there's the Green Arrow. So I guess we'll throw all 3 of those in there, get the new editions. So we'll put all 3 of those new Justice League Watchtower ID cards. Did you throw me deuces? Yeah. You're all good. Yep. We'll throw those in there. If we hit the super chat goal, throw in the bonus comics. We'll draw cards. We got the Superman packs, all that stuff. Got a lot of stuff going on with that. All right. So that's the giveaway. Let me present this share screen and let's look at some of these Superman photos from this photo shoot, this photo dump. It was a photo dump. So that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Beautiful black and white shot of David Cornsweet there. But this is the one. This is the one that got my attention. Superman flying. His eyes look burned. Both of them. Even across the bridge of his nose. almost like he took like someone else's eye lasers to his eyeballs. But it looks wild. But what caught my attention most is the background here. The background here looks like something out of Interstellar. Y'all remember at the end of Interstellar when you have like that fifth dimensional time and space is all relative area where he was like screaming at his younger self and all that stuff? It looks like that. It looks a lot like that. So could this be the pocket dimension? Could this be the phantom zone? What are we dealing with here? Have y'all seen this photo up close? What are your thoughts? Let me know. See if I get a bigger image of it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. See the background with all the weird geometrical shapes and stuff? What do y'all think that is? What do y'all think it is? It looks interesting though, doesn't it? Look at the curl. Look at the Superman spit curl. You can't say that don't look like Superman. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the suit. That's fair. Like everyone's mileage may vary. But look at that shot though. The spit curl, the determination in the sunburned eyes. I think Ultraman and him like went toe to toe with heat vision, and that little burn. Is he charging up his heat vision? You just turn it off. You know, you always have like the different look of heat vision and stuff. You know, with the Snyder stuff, you could see like around the eyes how like, you know, it looked like it heat up a little bit and fade out. Just looks different depiction. I don't know. I'm curious though. Look at that. What's behind him? I think the suit looks great. It's just too big for the actor. That's super fair. Yeah, a little baggy. There's some photos though where it looks a lot more form-fitting than others. The Borg. It's a Borg cube. We're doing a crossover this early with Star Trek. Fortress of Solitude? Question mark. Maybe. We've seen the Fortress of Solitude so far, and from all the photos we've seen, it looks very, very crystal-like it should be, like it normally does. You know, the frozen crystal tundra look to it. So I don't know. I'm seeing geometrical shapes. Could it be flying out of that Supermax prison? I don't know. Some people will complain, but I'm fascinated that Gunn is willing to really put soups through the ringer. Yeah, I can't think of a Superman movie where he really doesn't go through the ringer. Can you? What Superman movie did he skip the ringer? Negative Phantom Zone prison. Phantom Zone jail, yeah. Be good to have. It's definitely canon to Superman. We're definitely not at an early year Superman, so maybe that's where a big fight happens. We had that clip. I think I deleted it by now, but that clip, it was like a half a second from the trailer where they're in what looks like the Phantom Zone. Even Superman can't avoid hay fever. I think Superman's eyes are red because he's allergic to crypto. That's a good one. Kenny B. What is happening? My man. Oh, looks like we got another super chat. Let's hit him with a clip.
All that ends right now!
I love that clip. Absolutely love that clip. Big shout out, big thank you to Drew Manchu. Make Mark give away more stuff. There it is. We're one step closer to doing just that. Oh man, I see your comment, Joe. Use a savage. And I'm not going to add any context to that one. I'll let you have it. Superman will be a blockbuster. I absolutely agree. What's up, monkey? What you need? You need popsicle to go up? All right. Hold on. Oh, that's... Well, this part's broken right there. If I do, that might shoot out. If you need it rolled up more, just come back and see me. If you need help, I'll be here. Superman will be a blockbuster. What did they drop the reported budget at? Like, there's a whole video conversation that can be had about movie budgets, box office numbers and stuff. I think it's impossible for this movie to fail. Some movies are just kind of obvious when they're going to perform well. One of them, like perfect example, Minecraft. That was common sense. That was going to perform well. There's a couple people on here that didn't expect it to, that I talked to, called that one a mile away. Lilo and Stitch, super obvious. And not because of the property, but like if you're able to like notice trends and patterns and stuff, one of the most obvious ones is is the public response, especially in a day like we live in now, when so much conversations and entertainment, news, and media, it's all on social media. And you can kind of gauge the environment from looking in like comment sections, this and that. But in the grand scheme of things, as loud as our voices can be on social media, it's a drop in the bucket of what's really out there. There's some great examples of that. Like look at, and I go back to it all the time, but Avatar, you don't see people online going crazy, having fights and arguing in comment sections and making reaction videos and doing this. But then when the movie drops, all the fans show up. There's other ways and stuff like that you can actually kind of notice the trends, and that's how people in public are responding and reacting. You can look at actual marketing stuff that's starting to work, and I'm seeing people just in public, just in regular places, doing regular things, have nothing to do with comics, but they'll be wearing merch for this new Superman movie already. The billboard work and the signage and stuff on certain things just really, it lets you know. It lets you know. I think that it's impossible for this movie to flop. Now, I could be wrong. It's very possible for me to be wrong, but I mean, that's something I feel like it'd be a safe bet. Safe bet. Like, I think on a low end, this movie would do 750 to 800 million, just on sheer curiosity numbers. Now, let word of mouth hit. We'll see. We'll see. And I think Superman gets a good 2-week run at the box office unopposed. Now, unopposed is definitely relative there. Jurassic Park drops the week before. Jurassic Park historically is a strong franchise, super strong franchise. Jurassic Park Dominion, despite its mega budget, did gangbusters. Despite Jurassic, or what was that second one? Fallen Kingdom being a letdown, people still showed up for the Dominion. That was like the first big movie that my kids went and seen outside of like Paw Patrol on the big screen. We're a dinosaur family. You can't, even when they're bad, they're good. They're still fun. They're not necessarily good, but they're still fun. I'm really excited for this new one. We'll be there. We'll be there in the theater for it. Even F4 first sets will do well. I think that it might scratch out a financial success. And I think that the people that are going to like Fantastic Four First Steps already like Fantastic Four First Steps. I think they already like it. They're already a fan of it. I think the people that are really going to like that they already do. I don't see that movie like bringing in new fans. Fantastic Four is they're a fine property. I love the Rise of the Silver Surfer movie and the one before it, even despite the Cloud Galactus. I think Marvel's brand is just tarnished right now. It's not irreparable, but even when they drop stuff that's pretty solid, it doesn't work out. Let me answer this. My dad's calling me, and he knows what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to play you a clip while I talk to him. Let me see if I got a longer clip. And longer clip right here.
And you're welcome to come use one of the 8 easels we have set up for creating art here at the show for consideration for our art auctions on Saturday for our major auction at 8 p.m. at the Westin Ballroom. And the smaller auctions we'll have here on the convention floor on Sunday starting at noon.
That's a flash from the past.
So any artist that we have here, either as an exhibitor artist in Artist Alley, or an aspiring artist, if you'd like to come up and create a piece on stage here at the art stage,
just screams my fandom. Like, that was just
please come on by.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Great to meet you. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I just want to shake your hand, man.
Yeah,
I've
this
loved
one
your work
made
for
me.
decades.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys saying that.
Pop-up calling about Superman tickets, which is very acceptable. Very acceptable. He's attempting to get the tickets for the Amazon showing. 5 seats. Yeah, we need 5 seats. If Kyle can make it. This flick looks so good. It looks like a passion project where the creatives involved appear to care about the source material. The excitement is there. I can, man, sometimes I feel that, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I understand people's criticisms for it. I completely do. And my excitement kind of goes like this for it. And I can definitely see the passion project side to it. I'm just wondering if it's going to be like, are you going to be throwing the audience into the deep end? Because historically that just backfires every single time. And there's a lot of like a lot of people that are like super fans of James Gunn and got his back completely, that are just throwing all their old complaints out the window to be blindly supportive of this, like with the stacked cast and the crazy amount of characters and stuff, and a lot of the things that get criticized about other properties are just ignored for this one. But I think some stuff in it's going to work really well. I think some stuff of it might not work so well, but it's going to be interesting no matter what. It'll be interested no matter what. It'll make $1 billion. Even the people that are doubting it will come see it if it'll fall. Yeah, dude, I've had that comment with numerous people, because I put comments on stuff. Like, I'm a huge Snyder fan, and I'm excited for this. I'm a huge Snyder fan, but I'm not a delusional one that thinks like that, like for somehow in some alternate world they're going to pick up the Snyderverse and keep it going. Like, that's just crazy to even think that. And people are starting this hashtag wallets closed thing for July 11th. And I'm like, yo, like, all this is funny. Like, we'll see how strong your wallet is. Keep it closed. And the funny thing is, I'm sure y'all will watch it. The people that are talking like that and saying that are the same people that just pirate watch everything. So do you even matter? Like, where was your money when Black Adam came out and Henry Cavill was confirmed to be in it? Did you go see that? Like, where's your real support at? Like, do you even have a wallet? And if you do, like, do the coins fall out when you pull the Velcro? Like, how does it work? Help me understand. I love Velcro wallets. $2 super chat from the homie Marty. Good luck, Toonie. Hashtag We Are Legion. I'm just hyped for Lobo Superman Showdown. So let's get through this and onwards. Facts, dude. I'm big excited for that Jason Momoa as Lobo appearance in Supergirl. I've already got the Omega Men first appearance of Lobo set aside for the Legionnaires giveaway. I've got a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow set aside for down the road when that gets here. When we're celebrating the release of Supergirl, celebrating Lobo on the big screen, we will have the channel member giveaway featuring those books together. I've had them waiting a while. I plan for those things way ahead of time. And it'll just sort of remind people along the way. It'll be there. It'll happen. Marvel's brand after lackluster offerings may be tarnished, but not in a way that DC has been dragged by the Snyderverse. Yeah, absolutely fair. I liken them to each other. Absolutely liken them to each other. Yeah, no, and there was so much that went into the DCEU brand getting destroyed, right? Like from Snyder's vision not resonating with fans to interference by Warner Brothers Studio and David Ayer project. Like, literally they couldn't help themselves from shooting themselves in the foot for years, trying to play catch up, trying to play competition, just getting cold feet. Just, it was wild. But yeah, Marvel has absolutely done the same thing. I think Marvel, you can make an argument that they did it even worse, because DC never got the DCEU to a place at all comparable to what Marvel has done with the MCU. It's like the most impressive franchise in film history with what they've done with the number of successes, the amount of money they made. The first Avengers movie, that's a once in a lifetime experience to watch those all come together. And they somehow even took Infinity War Endgame and created an even bigger experience to be a part of. Cap lifting that hammer will never be replicated. You can't replicate that. That was such an organic build to that, and that moment will live on forever in cinematic history. And they took that and turned that feeling that everyone had into something that you're disgusted by. It's crazy. Like, the fall of the MCU should be studied. It is insane. They went from Endgame in just a couple of short years to they can't even run a brand new movie in cinema for 30 days before they have to pull it because it's such a financial loss. That has to be studied. That never happened to the DCEU. They had, and their movies made money until the last few, like Aquaman. It didn't lose them money, but it wasn't worth the time with Aquaman 2. They had the $1 billion movie with Joker, $1 billion movie with Aquaman 1, $800 million projects like Man of Steel, BVS, the Justice League movie, and the whole thing that happened with that was unfortunate. And just, I think that's what really did it. That was like the coffin nail right there. So many people to this day don't even know the Snyder Cut exists because people don't keep up like that. The fans know. But that fall from grace that Disney did with the MCU has to be studied. That's crazy. Like the Marvels making 200 and something million is insane. Insane. When making one of these movies was like a guaranteed paycheck. Like that's crazy. The DCU just kind of just did this the whole way, and the MCU just went, can't even do it. Can't even do it. Stuff like dropping Echo all in one day. It's wild. I can make it if Kyle can't. Fair enough. I hope Amazon does something special for Wonder Woman. Superman actually has a ton more pressure on it. I think Superman will be the movie of the year. I think it'll be number 2. It's in the discussion for number 2. There's no way it'll be movie of the year. You just check the release schedule for December, Drew. The biggest movie of the year, hands down, which I'm excited to say, it's my number 1 most anticipated film of the year. That's Avatar: Fire and Ash. Like nothing else competes with that. You'd have to give someone 20 movies in a decade to build another MCU franchise so you can release Endgame to even compete with it. It's wild, the fandom for Avatar and how many people show up and show out for it. But Superman, I think, is a strong contender for number 2 for sure. I think Jurassic World would be the only thing that really competes with it. Probably. Excited to see both these movies with my boy. But if one of them doesn't deliver, I'm afraid he's going to lose a smaller interest in the comics he has. Oh, yeah, that is a rough one. Comics first, man. Make sure you're picking them up. A bunch of these new books that are coming out right now, especially if it's DC related. There's a lot of stuff they're doing to line up with the Superman release. Might get them excited for it. I think DCU will be fine. New content stories for the non-comic viewers. Yeah, it's off to a weird start. A lot of James Gunn stuff, but I think once we get to Supergirl, we'll start getting a better idea. Get Lanterns out, get Supergirl out. Neither one of those are made by James Gunn. They're under the DCU, and we start getting an idea of what the actual DCU will look like with different creators' vision, styles, tone. All this stuff shouldn't look like it comes off an assembly line. That's where you started losing people with the MCU. Told y'all from my early days on YouTube when I was still loving what the MCU is putting out, and they dropped that Thor Ragnarok garbage. And I told y'all, this is a canary in a coal mine. Watch what happens. You go back all the way through my videos. I've been going to see MCU stuff from the day it came out. Like, I grew up in this hobby. I don't miss these things. And now I don't even care if I see some of this stuff, which is sad. But that Thor Ragnarok was a canary in the coal mine. No matter how much you enjoy it, no matter how fun it was, every indicator that this is going south and going south fast was in that movie. And they were absolutely, it's exactly what they did. I think you're right, but I think FF will bomb. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that one has the potential to, like, just like what Thunderbolts did, the Marvels did, Captain America, Brave New World. If that did, what did that do? Like, what did that make? Like 400 and something? If Cap 4 made 400 and something on an established brand with an established character, though not front runner at that point, if Fantastic Four first step, so FFFS, if it pulls 500 and something, I would think that's pretty decent for beating out the last few. But I don't know. I think there's more hype around it, more excitement around it. I think some of the people that are existing comic book fans that have kind of like, oh, I'll watch it later kind of people, I think they'll show up for Fantastic Four. But I don't know how much the general public is going to be hyped by it. It looks like just another comic movie, but this time they're in turtlenecks. We'll see. They've confirmed that Sue Storm is leading the team now. So I know a lot of the people who participate in the culture wars are going to love that. So that'll get picked up, ran with, and the movie will get trolled to all get out beforehand and lose a lot of viewers off that. People are just tired of the companies participating in culture war stuff. To be honest, I've really enjoyed every Superman movie except original number 4. That's super fair. What was that? Was it Nuclear Man with his nails? That was cool. They broke into the moon landing set to film on as well. That was dope. I know Gunn is saying the superheroes already exist, and I saw a post saying people have known of metahumans for 300 years. Gunn is swinging big. I like the 300 years thing. Maybe that can give us some ties or cues for the Amazon show. If you're going 300 years, what metas would be around, lore wise? I mean, obviously the mythology characters, the Amazons could. I hope they give us some JSA being the golden age, people that were around first kind of stuff. I think FF4 will be a bad movie, but bomb, I don't know. Too many will be curious. Pre-sales are really high. Yeah, I think, and they're like, pre-sales are breaking the breaking the ticket. That wasn't true. That wasn't true. You might have had like a theater have issues kind of thing. And then that got picked up and ran with it. Because when I saw that narrative go out, I went on my Regal app and I could buy tickets. Like, I'm like, this isn't broken. This is a lie. I checked Fandango, and Fandango was letting you buy. I'm like, what's broken? What crashed? Like, that must have been an isolated thing. But that's just a way they try to generate buzz too. But ticket sales were up for it for sure. They're up for it. That shows me that the studios got cold feet too, dropping the ticket sales ahead of time for that before Superman. That's crazy. They've been very reactionary in the Fantastic Four stuff leading into it. I used to be a metahuman. I could stay up for 14 plus days. Yeah. When you pull the Velcro. I'm way behind in the chat. What is going on, Cuppy? 23. What's up, guys? How are y'all? The Immortal One, Biggie Shaq is in the building. What's up, my friend? How are you? Ultra late to the party, but happy DC Day. You as well. Boom, Eric Thompson dropping the $2 super chat. Turok versus Predator. That'd be a good one. Let me see if I could get caught up. Yeah, Predator Killer of Killers was amazing. That's one thing Disney's done amazingly is how they've handled 20th Century Fox since they acquired it. Prey was amazing. Killer of Killers was amazing. Alien Romulus was amazing. Alien Earth looks fantastic. Deadpool 3 was good. Like, they've handled 20th Century Fox properly so well. Big shout out to them. Tron Ares, I'm excited for that, but I don't know why people don't show up for Tron stuff. Like, Tron Legacy is like one of my all-time faves, dude. I love that movie. I'm big excited to see what they do with Ares. All day. What is going on, Ryan? Good afternoon. Avatar, beautifully mid. Yeah, dude, but I make the argument that that's why Avatar works so good. They're not trying to be too ambitious with it. They're not trying to like reinvent storytelling. They're not trying to do they literally do everything flawlessly. They do everything flawlessly, but they don't try to do anything too big. Obviously, the filming technology and all that stuff, James Gunn is always on the cutting edge of any and all of that. But what the stories they tell, the messages it has is stuff that's wildly relatable. Like when they say cast a wide net, get this, relate to as general an audience as you can, they get everybody. They got stuff that looks like dinosaurs. They got stuff that looks like robots. You got military aspect in there. We're going on the water with boats. We're flying in the air on creatures. They literally check off all the boxes of what you think is cool when you're a kid. They hit on all of it, and it's all just repackaged into an avatar filter and put into like this universal messaging. It's just good. It's just good. I don't know if you could ever replicate the feeling of the third act of Endgame. Never. I feel that way regardless of Marvel's quality going forward. DCU would have to pull off a perfect crisis to get close. I don't think they need to even think about the MCU. Just do what you do. Just do what you do. Ignore any and everything and don't even think about it. Tell your own story. Do your own stuff. We'll see. I'm more hyped for Predator Badlands than Avatar. Dude, Predator Badlands is going to be cool. I'm really excited for that as well. Despite that young Predator looking weird, we've never seen a young Predator before, so it is what it is, but they haven't missed yet. You know, they haven't missed yet. Lantern is going to be dope. Agreed. Those are con-fighting comments, Drew. If Avatar comes out in December, are you sure money will count for next year? It's the release date stuff. If it drops in December, that's when it's credited. It's for December. I don't know about their financial bookkeeping or what quarter they do that. That's not even what I'm referring to. It's a 2025 film. That's how to get clocked in with the Oscars. That's how that'll work. That's how, you know, if it releases in December, you wouldn't call it a release in 2026, but it'll be the biggest movie. The money will roll over, obviously, but it's a 2025 release. Yeah, I'm hoping it's toward the end of this year as well. Big excited for that. I just got the latter half of that Kickstarter in that they did for that last Kickstarter, not the most recent one. The most recent one isn't out yet, but the declassified that they did between Godzilla versus Kong and New Empire with the 4 extra stories and the Hunted that bridges the films. I got that in this past week. It's super good. Eric, absolutely not an old school guy, but I found myself actually looking forward to it. Yeah, get some Alan Moore, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen in there. Yeah. I'm not biting on the Sue Storm thing. We'll see, but I feel like Jessica Alba's Sue Storm kind of led those first movies. Reed was smart, and his knowledge is valuable, but Sue pushed the stories. There's a difference between being like a narrative like device and being the actual leader of a team. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying we're gonna make a movie about this football team. We're gonna focus, the story's gonna be about the wide receiver. That doesn't mean he's the quarterback. He's still the wide receiver. So Fox is like Hydra inside a shield. Maybe. Just waiting for the release date. Yep, Superman. Yep. New animated Predator movie was awesome. Yeah, it was amazing. I did a whole review and discussion on it Sunday night during Outweek Sin with the good homie Sector 2815. Be sure to check that out. I wonder with today's inflation how much money I spent playing Tron at a quarter at a time. Yeah, probably a lot. Avatar will make more money. Superman will be better, make me feel better, and not be about Smurfs. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think ultimately, I think that's a great way of describing it. Definitely. All right. I think I've caught down to the bottom. What is going on, Entropy? Good to see you in here, homie. So let me see. Let's get this. Share this tab. All right. Boom. New comics this week. We're talking about Superman, so let's look at this. This is a kind of an important issue. Action Comics 1087, written by Mark Waid. This is a part of that Summer of Superman initiative. So for the past year or so, a little bit longer, they've done this initiative called Superman Superstars, where they do 3-issue story arcs with different writer and artists on each 3 issues. We had some really good ones in there. That was really where Jason Aaron did his first Superman story before taking on Absolute Superman. But now we're into a whole new initiative, the Summer of Superman initiative. They're branding everything with that, hoping for these new readers that are coming in curious about the DCU to take advantage of jumping on some stories at the front end. And now we have a brand new initiative with this. It's the all new adventures of Superboy, and it takes place inside of Action Comics. Instead of doing a separate Superboy comic, we got Superman Unlimited now ongoing, Superman Proper ongoing. We don't need a third one ongoing and trying to keep up with all that continuity. So we take this back to square one, back to the beginning, and we're going to be having a Superboy comic. This was a great issue. Super cool. It has those young family vibes and everything. This is an all ages, all reader kind of issue. And as you can see from the top left of the cover, we got corner boxes. We got Superboy corner boxes. I'm loving these corner boxes, but this was definitely enjoyable. Skylar Partridge is on the art. It was fine. It was decent. It was good. It was nothing to complain about. But the story's all there. Mark Waid is really, really crushing it right now with everything that he's doing at DC Comics. There's just no denying it. This guy is just moved to, he was already a legend, but he moved to like living legend status. Like he just came back with a vengeance in the past couple of years, and he's become like the DC guy, like the dude. That's him. If you see Mark Waid's name on something, bet on it. Absolutely bet on it. He's one of the big wigs writer-wise at DC Comics right now. So go out there. If you don't pull Action, if you're excited for Superman, pull this book. Grab it. It's issue 1087. You don't have that much to read to catch up. As a matter of fact, you don't have anything to read to catch up. All new story starts right here. No context needed. Jump on point. Jump on at the beginning. He's Superboy. You get to watch his first outing in this first issue of this ongoing story initiative that they're doing. So be sure to check that out. Definitely worth the read. Let's see. Now the big one for the week. The big one, literally, Absolute Batman #9. A new story starts here. Look at that. Look how big Bane is. Look at Look at Batman just tiny in front of him. That's him without the Venom. Like, this is crazy. Brand new story arc. They've been setting up for it. They've been teeing it off. We're going into Arc M, not Arkham Asylum, Arc M. These black sites where all kinds of crazy stuff is happening. We kind of got the clues in the last 2 issues when we did the little rest stop at the Mr. Freeze story. But now it's time to go in. Waylon is missing. He was kidnapped at the end of that last issue. All of Batman's most famous rogues are all part of his little friend group growing up, and now they're assets and kind of like partners with him in this whole Batman endeavor. They want in. They know you're Batman. Now we're not leaving our friend out to dry. We want to help. You know, the Riddler's his tech guy. Harvey's his guy on the inside with political stuff and all that jazz. But now they have to put forth all their efforts, put their minds together, and try to save their friend Waylon, a.k.a. would-be Killer Croc, just regular old person in the Absolute world. But the introduction of Bane is going to throw some wrenches in their plans. They're going to grind their gears. You know, the original creator of Bane was named Kevin Nolan. when they first showed what Bane will look like in the absolute world, he did a public post on X or wherever and said that this Bane looks like an abomination. People were kind of pushed backy at his take on that. An abomination, and what do you know, blah, blah, blah. And he said, you guys, y'all don't have to agree with me. If you like this, prove me wrong and go buy it, which I thought was like the coolest thing you can do. If you don't like what I have to say about Absolute Bane, prove it with your wallets. Let's hear that Velcro again. Let's get it. Better be loud in comic shops Wednesday. All the Velcro ripping to pay for your copy of Absolute Batman #9 to show Nolan what for. But I can't stress this enough. This was an amazing issue. The pacing, the story layout, the tension, the threat level of this Bane is just introduced right off the bat. Like this is absolutely crazy. As Garfong says, absolutely DC is on fire. Dragota's not for everyone, but I got to tell you, this might be one of the ones that his talents really shine through more than other ones, you know, depending on the story content, depending on what it is you have to draw. In this drawing this, I don't even know how to describe it without spoiling too much. It's John Carpenter Bane. Man, he's on. Some of the kills in this, I'm like, yeah, Dragota is a guy for that. I'm not a big fan of his layouts. They don't ruin my reading experience, but they're not like the cleanest layouts. But it's dope, man. This was super dope. Highly recommend this one. What is up, Steve? Burt Family 54 is in the building. I like the way Bane looks. Yeah, it works out good, man. Batman, action has been great since All In. Wade just dicking around with his favorite toy box. Absolutely. Corbon, what is going on? I'm so excited to see Bane at work in this universe. It's wicked. Absolutely wicked. Mark Wade is on a different level. Absolutely. This is Kal-El. Kal-El Superboy in the current Action Comics. I need that Bane. Get it. And stick around because we'll run the giveaway here in just a few, and you could potentially win the Brian Ballin variant for this week's issue. I dig the style, but I can totally see why someone wouldn't. Yeah, dude, it's unfortunate, but that can be said about the Absolute books across the board, save for Superman with Rafael Sandoval on there. What's going on, Comic Mike? Good to see you in here. Hype for Batman Deadpool crossover? Not really. Not really. I like to see Marvel and DC playing nice, but I'm not necessarily hyped for it. I'd like to see other characters cross over. So hopefully that's good signs to come. Good signs to come. Boom. Yeah, Smash Cancer. Let's see what else we got this week. It's kind of a smaller DC week, but that is some bigger books on there. Batman and Robin 22 is out this week with Etrigan on the cover. Almost had me. I'm like, the demon's there. I want it, but skipped it. Dark Patterns continues up to issue number 7. This was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Geiger issue number 15, the big finale, the big showdown between Ash Arden and Geiger. We got President Griffin on there. A lot happens in this total story. This is total. This will be the end of a trade. Like when they collect Geiger in the volume, this will be the final issue in the volume for sure. Epic in scale. One of the coolest 2-page splashes I've seen in a comic to date took place in the pages of this. Epic is underselling it. That was wicked. This Death of Silver Surfer is out this week too. I almost pulled on this one. This foil cover. Yeah, this is it. This looks fine right here, but in foil, this thing was awesome. So if you're a fan of shiny comics like I am, you want to be on the lookout for that. It'll be hard to miss when you go to look at the new comics on the rack and something's in your eye and you have to like wince and look away. Put on your sunglasses, turn your head back, and you will see this book. It'll be there. Shiny. So shiny. A lot of foil on that one. Chromed out of its mind. What's up?
Save me.
I'm not base. I'm not
Yes,
base.
you are.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Here's a big one. I've been loving this. We got Aquaman, issue number 6. Jeremy Adams, John Timms. All right, y'all got to go that way with your punches. No bases. Definitely not in this room, homie. So we're diving back into the blue. Aquaman, Nemo, Vivian, and Arion are still on. Search continues for the residents of Atlantis that went missing, as well as Mira. We know this big entity, Dagon, is the one to blame for it all. But the big blue battle royale can the power of Thalassa the Trilliant Saber be enough to unite Aquaman and his people? It better be, because King Arthur's to have a prayer to see Atlantis again. This was action-packed, also big in scale. They're doing a lot with this one, with the whole Parliament, you know, Swamp Things like the Avatar of the Green, you know, Solomon Grundy, the Avatar of the Gray. We are introduced to the blue, and we're diving more into the lore of that a little bit. But big action in this one. It was definitely plot forward, fast-paced, action-driven issue, getting Arthur and company to the ultimate place they need to be. By the next issue, I expect that he'll be face-to-face against the captor of his people. He's starting to get those bad feelings that something terrible has legitimately happened to him. He's not just going on a rescue mission. You think he might be going to retrieve, which is a little sad. We were teased that something might have happened to Mira. They didn't fully reveal it, but Dagon made the comment that we'll see how much your king still likes you now when he sees what I've done to you. And they kind of showed her silhouetted. We'll see. Silver Surfer is my number one anticipated book of the week. Yeah, dude, I had it up. I had it in my hand. I'm like, oh, I'm digging it. I'm going to put it back for now. If I hear it's good, if I hear it's awesome, I'll go back and read it collectively. It's just Death of Silver Surfer. I'm sure it's going to be just a little mini series, I'm assuming. But the last page looked pretty dope. I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but we'll see how it goes. I got a huge pull list overall, so I'm not trying to add anything to it right now. I just added a car payment to my life, so I'm gonna wait on adding more pools right now. I'd rather not have DC mucking up my Deadpool unless it's Superman. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's not like this is your in continuity, so it's not ruining anything you got going on, but it's not like my favorite characters. So it's going to be fun, but it's not like I'm excited for it. That's something I'll definitely pick up. More interested in the crossover's existence than the actual book. Absolutely. Comic Community Awards are in the building. Good afternoon, Brian. Hope you're doing good. # We Are Legion. I think voting's open for that now. Make sure y'all go to cbcawards.org and vote on your favorite YouTube channels in the appropriate categories. Yeah, Geiger is awesome. Geiger was super good this week. I don't think there's been a bad issue. Dads make the best bases. That's what they think. For sure, that's what they think. But yeah, Jeremy Adams still crushing it on Aquaman. Issue number 6 out this week. Let's see what else we have on here. Here's the last one on my pool list, I think, from DC. Green Lantern Corps number 5. This was another one of those 2-issue hiatuses. I kind of like when we do this. You know, we do a solid story arc or whatever, then we kind of go on a little misadventure side quest. There's so many Green Lanterns that they've created a second ongoing title called Green Lantern Corps. And in here it features Simon, Baz, Kelly, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, all the other ones outside of Hal. And with that many characters, it's still a lot for one book. So a few of them go off on a side quest to pretty much like the DC version of Nowhere's Deceased Starro. And there's on some antics, but we're introduced to the guy right there on the cover who's Space Cabbie? Yeah, Space Cabbie, who pulls a rescue out. He's pretty much Corbin Dallas from Fifth Element is introduced in this comic. And it was freaking sweet. But the crew here have been attacked and put into this little prison in their headspace. They have an hour to get out before their brains mush while people are trying to steal the Teen Lantern's gauntlet. And we watch to see how they escape and if they get away and how they get away. And it was legitimately fun. It is Space Cabbie. Space Cabbie was awesome. Freaking Corbin Dallas to the rescue. But it was just a fun issue. This is fun misadventure style comic stuff. Just asking, are you my comment showing up? What's up, homie? Absolutely. Yes, sir. I was on the other tab. I wasn't seeing the comments. So sometimes I'm on this tab where I can see them, Bogsy, and sometimes I'm not. Then I bounce through them. And then there's a few more DC books out, but they're not on my pool list. It looks like Supergirl issue number 2 is out. I'm not pulling that. It looked like it was definitely wide audience kind of stuff. Batman Robin Jason Todd number 1 looks like is out this week. I didn't pull this one. We got Dustin New on it. I think they did one of these previously with Tim Drake or with Damian or something. That I think maybe Jeff Lemire wrote it. So there's just a lot of Batman books. I don't need them all. If I hear like there's a good rumbling on a lot of them, I go back and check them out from time to time. We'll check on them then. And then Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman number 1. Don't let this confuse too many people. This is just collecting the backstories that are inside of Wonder Woman proper. So if you pull Wonder Woman, you've probably already read these. If you didn't, read them in the backstory as Wonder Woman went and you're curious, you can go back and binge read them. Or you can pick this up for one low price of what, like $3.99 or something? Yeah, $3.99, and just get them all collected together. But we'll see what they do with Trinity. I don't think Trinity's really making the waves that they wanted. And then DC versus Vampire World War V number 10 out this week. Another one that I skipped on. I'm a deceased guy. But the first DC Vampires was okay. I think Fire and Ice Hellfreeze is over. Yeah, number 3 is out this week. Etrigan making it to the cover of 2 separate books this week. So that'd be a character I'd like to see get his own miniseries. Do a black label with him or something. More importantly, just bring back Justice League Dark. Why haven't we done that yet? We got Justice League Unlimited. You got the Teen Titans on the tower. You got the Question walking around like you can be security on the tower. You got the Atom Project happening. Where the heck is Justice League Dark? You know, the JSA had their own little wing that they're like, nah, we don't need it. We're good, but they were offered it. Where's Justice League Dark? Bring them back already. You left us hanging with that whole Merlin arc. Give Ron B JLD. What he did with JLD was amazing back before we did the whole Death of the Justice League thing. 2025 nominations are open now until August 2nd. There you go. There you go. Marvel Pride has a cool variant where all the heroes are punching the Nazi Red Skull. Nice, nice. Bring back Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing pops up in a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's a great reason to give us Justice League Dark. And I'm surprised Swamp Thing hasn't had another standalone, not since the Infinite Frontier era, which again, Rom V, they did the whole limited series thing, but it got extended to 15 issues. It was amazing. It was amazing. Justice League ain't about that devil magic. Despite having an entire Justice League Dark, their base of operation is in like the hidden underground beneath the Hall of Justice. But that's why we need them. Justice League Unlimited ain't going to do it. Give it to Constantine and team. That's the way it should be done. That's the way it should be done. All right, let's pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool because we are going to give some stuff away. We are going to give some stuff away. When I say we, I mean me. Me are going to give some stuff away. Y'all can feel free to give some stuff away too, but right now, that would be me. And the fine people from Augusta Book Exchange. And we'll go with this hashtag, and I will share the screen. Let's see if anyone guesses the hashtag. I haven't seen anyone guess it yet. Haven't seen anyone guess it right yet. Boop. Boop. Hashtag Comics Curing Cancer. Comics Curing Cancer is today's hashtag. The hashtag is hashtag Constant Team. Exactly. But everyone put that hashtag in. Pops, did you get a hold of Kyle? While we're letting people enter, did you get a hold of Kyle to find out any information? What is that, 7 p.m. on the 8th? 7 p.m. on the 8th. That freaky deaky sip off on Watchtower. Exactly. It's fun looking for a comment and all that. The hashtag is hashtag. Boo. Did you get a hold of Kyle? And for those that didn't see it earlier, the giveaway, she's going to get back with me when she knows. Oh, God. They're going to be sold out. Oh, well. We'll see how it goes. Today's giveaway includes Summer of Superman #1, the Lozano variant, the Supergirl one that everyone was after. This is the second print, so it's a Virgin variant. And then the Brian Bolin variant for Absolute Batman number this week, featuring the first appearance of Absolute Bane. We also have the free Comic Book Day books, including Superman Unlimited, Absolute Universe, and that Superman Kitty book. I'm not sure what it's called, but there it is. And we're throwing in the Supergirl card. What's up? Said what? Said what?
Finn said if
Said what?
someone goes in timeout,
Uh-huh.
if the other one goes in timeout, when they didn't get in trouble, only the other one did.
It just depends on what happens. It depends on what, if y'all both acting a donkey, y'all both going to time out. Want to blow? I like to turn this on and wait and try to drop it before I can throw it back at him. Cards going in there. We also have the Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and this week's Supergirl card. And that's the cover art from issue 1 of that brand new series. So all 3 of those are going in there. And then we got the other bonuses. The other bonuses donated by Headquake. We have the Superman, Return of Superman card packs unopened. One of those is going in there. And Ollie's pack, 5 mystery comics. And I can't remember who it was who pointed out, well, it's really not 5 mystery comics because you can see the outside. Not if I don't show you. 5 mystery comics. There you go. I can see the outside book. I know what one of, oh, those are good ones. Ooh. But now it's a mystery to you. 5 mysteries. How about that? 5 mystery books. I had to call a little Vanna White in here. Look, I put new ones in here. Now there's a lot more, but you can't look. You're not allowed to look. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit.
I don't go by that anymore.
Not with the noise. Not with the noise. You want to draw one, Finn? You want to draw one? You grabbed it. That one's coming out. That's your pick. We're not peeking. No peeking. That's cheating. All right. Monkey, get the last one. Ooh, good one. Good one. That's 2 good ones.
Can I see this
Monkey,
one? Can I get the tippy last one?
Yeah, I'll let y'all both pull too. So there's going to be 4 cards in today's.
I want to go.
I don't care what you want. I want a toilet made out of gold.
I got a girl one.
Quit peeking. Quit peeking. All right, that's the one. Oh, they can't. That's that little where I hit the struck gold. That was a mailing thing. All right, Monkey, I'm going to pull it for you.
No, I'm pulling.
There you go. You got a girl. All right, Finn, get one more.
I want to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going for this one.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Bunch of good ones. All right, watch out. Let me put this box back over here. Watch out. Watch out.
The girl and the boy.
And then the ABX sticker, big shout out to them and thank you for the sponsoring. Girl, boy. There we go.
What? Girl, boy.
Baby. All right, watch out.
Yo.
So we got the cards, whole bunch of cards, whole bunch of stuff, all getting added to the giveaway. And we'll draw for the winner. Then I'll show you the trading cards that they pulled. And these are from the, what are these, the Sky Master set? The Skybox Master Series. They're getting loud. Time to wrap this up. All right, free shipping worldwide if you're a channel member. Free shipping in just the lower 48 if you're not a channel member. If you're international and you want to pay the shipping difference, that's up to you. But otherwise, prize tag someone in the live chat and let's spin this thing. Good luck to everybody. You also have to be a subscriber. Common sense. And today's winner is boom, Rad. Big shout out to Rad. Rad, make sure you DM me where you want them sent. Make sure you shoot me a message. Oh, bless you, buddy. Bless you. Rad. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. All right, let's show him which cards he got. Let's show him which cards he got. Let's see. So you got here. Let me hold them closer. These are the new, and these are all painted cards. So you got Gunfire, Dr. Fate. Who is that? Oh, Andromeda. And last but not least, Virus and Pulse. So some 90s goodness, all painted. All those are going in there. So big congrats to you. And then you got the Superman pack. You got the three newest Justice League Watchtower cards. the ABX sticker, the 5-pack of mystery comics that I'm not allowed to show you, or the mystery would be broken. But Rad's on Instagram and YouTube and stuff. Make sure y'all give him a follow. Maybe he'll be the one to show you about these things. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out today. It's always a blast to do this stream. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. And don't forget, the Epic Summer Giveaway is still happening right now. Go back to this video, watch it, enter every way possible. That way you increase all your chances. That way you don't miss out. Epic prizes, slabs, signed books. There's like, what is there? George Perez signature involved, Jeff John signature, Walt Simonson signature, all kinds of variants, Mark Spears stuff. There's just tons and tons of prizes. We're going to have a huge celebration the first Sunday in July, drawing all the winners. And don't forget, the 2025 art book is up for pre-sale, as well as the Crow Dead Time #1. So we got two of our exclusives up at comicscuringcancer.bigcartel.com, and that link is pinned to the top of the chat. So you can click that and go get yours today. And that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. You guys make this a fun show for me. I appreciate y'all. Can't say thank you enough. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that join button, become a channel member. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.
All that ends right now!